आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव।
आजादी का सफर with AIR News. Birth of a Nation.
India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the struggle every day.
Today, we remember the nationalist leader Firoz Shah Mehta, who was born on August 4, 1845 in Mumbai.
Mehta entered the Lincoln's Inn in 1864 and qualified for the bar. After being called to the bar, he left for home in September 1868. While in England, he used to visit Dadabhai Naoroji, and these visits were to remain as an important influence in moulding his liberal outlook. Besides Telang and Badruddin Tayabji, some of his close friends were Ranade, Gokhale, Dinshaw Vacha, Umesh Chandra Banerjee and Bal Mohan Wagle. Education absorbed his interests throughout his life. Firoz Shah Mehta saw in education the means by which India could modernize itself rapidly. He helped in the establishment of a Swadeshi Bank, the Central Bank of India.
Firoz Shah Mehta is remembered mainly as the founder of the modern Bombay Municipal Corporation, which he fostered and served in a distinguished manner for nearly half a century. He was mainly responsible for the founding of an English newspaper, the Bombay Chronicle, which became an important agency for expressing Indian public opinion.
Along with Justice Telang, he founded the Bombay Presidency Association in 1885 and served as its secretary. Firoz Shah Mehta was one of the founding members of the Indian National Congress. He presided over the Congress session held in Kolkata in 1890. In his presidential address, Firoz Shah Mehta said,
"All movements of the kind in which we are concerned pass through several phases as they run their course. The first is one of ridicule, that is followed by one of abuse, which is usually succeeded by partial concession, accompanied by warnings against taking big jumps into the unknown. The final stage of all is substantial adoption of the object of movement with some expression of surprise that it was not adopted before. We have pretty well passed the first two stages. We have survived the ridicule, the abuse, and the misrepresentation."
We remember the martyr Ramakrishna Biswas. He was a member of Master Da Suri Sen's group of revolutionaries.
মৃত্যুহীন প্রাণ সূর্য সেন করে গেল দান, হাসি মুখে পড়ল ফাঁসি, জ্বালল শিখা অনির্বাণ।
He was instructed by Master Da to assassinate the British Inspector General Craig. Accordingly, Ramakrishna, along with Kali Chakrabarti, went to Chandpur station on 1st December 1930. He shot dead Inspector Tarini Mukherjee, mistaking him as Craig.
Chased by the police, he was overpowered some 22 miles away from that place. Ramakrishna Biswas died on the gallows in the Alipur Central Jail on 2nd of March 1932. AIR News salutes the brave son of the soil.
August is also the death anniversary of Lal Singh. He was born in 1890 in Punjab. After being transported to the Andaman Islands, he established his business there. Lal Singh joined the Indian Independence League, raised funds for it, and donated the amount to Netaji during his visit to the islands. The Japanese forces arrested him in January 1944 on the false charge of spying for the British and put him in the cellular jail. He was released later, but arrested again and was thrown into the sea on 4th August 1945. We salute the brave son of the soil.
of August is the death anniversary of martyr Ranga Khan. He belonged to the 12th Irregular Cavalry of the English East India Company. He left the company's army and took part in the First War of Independence in 1857. He was arrested for mutiny and plunder in Muzaffarpur. Ranga Khan was tried and hanged on 4th of August 1857. AIR News salutes the brave martyr.
That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.